Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we'd do a 2-page cars theme layout. The paper that I'm using for today is actually from the open stock section at Hobby Lobby. It does measure 11.5 by 11.5, and I'll go ahead and bag that on a piece of 12 by 12 craft card stock paper. I have inked all my edges today with my Stampin' Up! Early Espresso, and I'll tape it down with my ATG. And if anybody's interested, I did a video creating this layout on my silhouette. I'll go ahead and link that video at the end of the video, again, if anybody's interested on that. For my first piece, the image on top is actually a Googled image that I had downloaded on my silhouette and traced it. My image does measure 11.5 by 7 1/4. This goes down here. Next, I do have my mountain. My mountain is also a Googled image that I wrote onto my silhouette and traced it. Again, I show how to do this part on my video that I created. It does measure 11.5 by 4 inches. Next, for Miss Kate Cuttables, I do have my tree. This is actually the same tree. I actually just duplicated it and flipped it. And my tree does measure 11.5 by 3 inches. Now this part is going to be a little bit tricky. I actually already made my next page, so I'm going to try to make it even. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not worried about that. So let's see what we could do here, okay? I'll go ahead and use my zip dry. I'm using this line right here to hopefully somewhat align it. Okay. So all I did was lowered it just a little bit. And I forgot to mention, for those of you who didn't see my video on how to create this layout, this is an image I found on Pinterest and tried to recreate it at the request of my my friend. She requested a cars theme layout, so that's what I'm doing. What she actually doesn't know is that I'm going to gift this layout to her. And if she's watching this, I hope you enjoy it, my lovely friend. Okay, there we go. And this bottom part is actually the same image as on this side. I just duplicated it and flipped it. For For my next piece, my image does measure 6 3/4 by 5 3/4, and the actual photo mat does measure 3 3/4 by 5.5. My next photo mat does measure 4 by 4, and on my silhouette I did an internal offset, same as this one. I'll go ahead and place it over here. Next, I do have my road. For those of you who saw my video, you guys know that I just took my my knife feature and I cut it from here to over here. So this part does measure 11.5 by 4 1/4, and this part measures 4.5 by 1 1/4. And it's actually embossed paper from Joann's. Next, I do have my McQueen. He does measure 7 by 4 inches, and I went ahead and glittered him with my stickles, and on his eyes I added glossy accent. I do have my cute little mater. I did add stickles all over him, and on his eyes I added glossy accents. He does measure 7 3/4 by 6 inches. Put him here. Next, I have my tomato sign. It does measure 4 7/8 by 6 5/8, and I'll go ahead and put it up here. Next, I do have my Route 66 sign. It does measure 1 3/4 by 4 3/4, and this is a Googled image that I found and brought it down to my silhouette to trace. The same thing for my tomato. And lastly, I do have my car sign. This is also a Googled image that I brought onto my silhouette. It does measure 2 5/8 by 4 inches, and I'll go ahead and place it up here. Okay. I don't normally put so much tape, but I really want this thing to stay down. I forgot to put my row down. And there you have it. This is my 2-page cars scrapbook layout. If you enjoyed the video and like to give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it as well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye for now.